Hi everyone. My project's topic is 4G LTE wireless system. My project is mainly contents have three parts. The first is introduction, and the second one is LTE network structure, and third one is LTE adjustment LTE physical scales analysis. Okay, let's us enter the first part, LTE introduction. Um, the first, what is LTE? LTE is a short for long-term evolution, also commonly called as 4G LTE. Is standard for wireless communication of high-speed data for those mobile phones and data terminals. LTE standard is developed by the third generation partner project. We also call it 3GPP, and we can see from this picture the 3G PP family technology evolution is a wireless solution we use for mobile from the GSM in 1990s till now the LTE and LTE Advanced we're using it really bring us a lot of convenience. The LTE wireless system have LTE have many features. The first one absolutely is high speed. We can see the peak speed would reach 299.6 Mbps download and 75.4 Mbps for uploading. Is very fast. But this is just topic when we using the real when we're using usually won't reach this kind of speed, but it's still very fast. And another feature is lower latency, sub 5 ms latency for small IP packet in optimal condition, less time for handover and connection time. So you it's still kind of feature for high speed and low latency is important. Another thing, better support for mobility. Just like when it is also important, just like when you in your car or right now in the ship, in maybe sometimes in flight, you could still use the mobile to access the internet. And it could support for FDD and time TDD, have duplex FDD system with the same radio access technology. And it's very simple system structure, which could help the companies save a lot of money. And the second part is LTE network structure and analysis. Um, this part I mainly talked about the network architecture and protocols. LTE network structure. LTE access network is simply a network based on station. There are a lot of stations around us. It involves actually involved Node B generating a flat architecture. NEB are normally interacted. Those stations communicate through X2 interface and towards the core network by S1 interface. We can see in the picture. The reason for distributing this intelligence among the base station in LTE is to speed up the connection setup and reduce the time required for handover. For an end user, the connection setup time for a real data session is in many cases crucial, especially in online gaming. Um, the time for handover is essential for real-time service, while end user tend to encore. If actually right now we can see right now we can use our phone to control the there's some things called things of the internet. We can use our phone to control almost everything in in our home probably in the near future. And right now a lot of people start to play game, especially those online games through the phone app. It's very fantastic. And the NEB mainly the main NEB's main function is wireless resource management for the wireless load control, the wireless permission control, and connection mobile. It's something inside the protocols between the and in node B base and the connection between the station and the core. The user data stream IP head compressor and encryption as an option for ME when UE suspended. Do the router selection for the SGW user layer. Execute the transmission and management core message and broadcast message from MME. It's a core, the part of the core, and measure and report the mobility configuration. Um, and MME mainly the MME's mainly function is a part of the core. Um, the MME support the S1 interface with InnoB and NEB and the ENB. Sorry, the integrated SE MME interface that consists of IP, SCTP, S1A. The MME protocol stack consists of SE MME stack to support the interface with ENB and stack supports S11 interface with serving gateway. It's some the function of the different part of the core. Um, this and the next part is LTE physical layer analysis, and in this part I did it's a little bit you know about the hardware, and I did a lot of time spent a lot of time here. LTE physical layer introduction. I talk about LTE physical layer introduction, the physical resources, download link, and upload link. The physical layer of LTE mainly consists of the uplink physical layer and download physical layer. It's it's kind of like you send the data to the internet through the phone, and then you get the data from the internet. It's two different way. Then the physical resources in this system, the transmission resource structure. The transmission resource structure is shown in the picture. It's basic units of transmission resource in a physical resource block. Every resource block contains 12 subcarrier, and the time for each subcarrier is half minus second. They located in pairs in time domain. One resource element equals one subcarrier multiply one symbol. And the physical resources support for it it support both FDD and TDD. Also, the baseband higher layer are common for FDD. The base and higher layer, they both could support FDD and TDD. Beside the same hardware for FDD and TDD. Economy scales. Then let us talk about download physical layer. This layer meaning the process of the download physical channel is defined in terms of follow step. The scrabbling of code is a kind of process describing the code bits in each of the code word to be transmitted to a physical channel, and then modulation of scrap the bits to generate complex value moderation symbol, mapping the complex value moderation symbol onto the one or several transmission layer. Pre-coding of the complex value moderation symbol and on each layer for transmission on antenna ports. The next one is mapping the complex value moderation symbol for each antenna port to the source elements. Generation of and then finally generates the complex value time domain FOTD signal for each of the antenna port. This is and actually the uploading physical signal consists of two parts. One is reference signal and one is synchronization signal. Reference signal. This is a mapping of reference signal. And in LTE there, and then the current signal have two kind of signals, which are used by the UE to obtain the cell identification and frame timing. Primarily, synchronization signal consists the two synchronization signal is primary synchronizing signal and secondary synchronizing signal, short for PSS and SSS. The primary synchronization signal is based on the frequency domain that dove true sequence. The second transfer signal is based on the maximum length sequence. The uploading physical layer is kind of simple. The download physical channel is describing modulation, transformer, precoding, resource element mapper, and SC signal gen. It's kind of similar as the download physical layer, and it also have two consists of two signals. One is reference signals and synchronization signals. And for the reference signal, there are two, and the sounding reference signal is the main one. Is used more kind of primary one. And that is all the project I did. Thank you so much.